know that you can get, protein from your couscous and your lentils and your quinoas and your broccolis and your brown rice, and your oatmeal and your flaxseed and your chia seeds and your pumpkin seeds. But you can, you guys. These are all great sources of plant-based protein. Hi there, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Get Your Ass Up in Move Fitness and Nutrition podcast. I am your host, Peter Gay Barrett with Barrett Fitness Enterprises, and on this podcast, we discuss fitness, nutrition, overall health, and overall well-being. We're on episode number 26, you guys. We are recording from my kitchen, you guys, because today we will be talking about protein, plant-based protein. Yes, you guys, you can get protein from plant-based foods. You do not have to have meat, animal products, animal byproducts. You can get your protein from plant-based foods. So I went to my cupboard and I pulled out all the plant-based foods that I have in my cupboard, and I will show you guys, for those of you who will be watching this on YouTube, I will show you guys some of the foods that that are so healthy and nutritious for you, that are great sources of or a great source of protein. So if you haven't already, you will subscribe to my channel. But we're going to get right into it, you guys. Plant-based protein, there's no debating it. We need protein. Everybody knows that we need protein. Now, what's debatable is the amount of protein that we need. But what does protein actually do for the body, right? What are the health benefits of protein? Now, we need more protein than we need carbohydrates. We need more carbohydrates than we need protein. Just so you guys know that, right? So, what does protein actually do for the body? The hair and the nails are made up mainly of protein, you guys. Protein is actually the building blocks of your bone, your muscles, your skin, your tissue, cartilage, and blood. Protein helps to repair muscles and tissue in the body. So again, there is no debate that we need protein. What's debatable is how much protein do we need? And here's a simple calculation on the minimum amount of protein that we need. This is all based on how active you are. So the more active you are, you may need a little bit more, and your age. The older you are, you may need a little bit more protein as well, because the older you get, the probably less active you will be, and you will need that protein to help build and repair muscles as you get older. So here is just the basic, or it's a simple calculation of the minimum amount of protein that we need. We need 0.08 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, right? And how do you calculate that? You are going to take your body weight and multiply that by 0.36. And that will give you the minimum amount of protein that you need. So for a person who weighs 150 pounds, you will need a minimum of about 54 grams of protein. So again, you guys, you need 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram, per 1 kilogram of body weight. And how to calculate that, you are going to take your body weight in pounds and multiply that by 0.36. And that will give you the minimum amount of protein that you need. So here we go, you guys. I will show you all the foods that I had in my pantry that are plant-based protein, and I will discuss some of the other health benefits of them. Now, one of the first things I have here, and for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, is couscous. Look at this, you guys. Look at how beautiful this is. Couscous is, sometimes it's actually kind of brownish, but I love color in my food. I love when I look at my plate, I see the reds and the greens and the oranges, because most foods that has that rich color, dense color, have what we call phytochemicals. It's not a vitamin or a mineral, but phytochemicals have been proven to help with certain heart diseases, help prevent certain cancers. So I love those colors on my plate. So couscous, you guys, this can be used instead of rice, instead of white rice, instead of brown rice, instead of pasta. It's very easy to cook. And you cook it pretty much the same way you would do rice. But in addition to being a great source of protein, you all, couscous is also a great source of calcium, of magnesium, of iron, of fiber, low in calorie, and again, it's high in fiber, and we all know, lower your blood pressure, lower your blood sugar. So if you have never given couscous a try, you all, and just to make it a little bit more fun, go and find, this is yellow and orange. Go to your market and find your couscous. And if you're looking for, if you don't know how to cook it, hop on over to my blog at barrett.fitness. If you click on recipes, I broke it down for you guys and tell you how to actually make couscous. This is just so beautiful. Great source of plant-based protein, fiber, magnesium, iron. If you've never tried it before, give it a try, you guys. You can replace, you can just take white rice out of your diet and add some couscous. Now, next thing I have, you guys, are lentils. Lentil is a great source of plant-based protein, you all. I love me some lentil soup. Now, a half a cup of lentil will give you probably about 8 grams of protein. And again, you all, this is orange lentil. Lentil is usually kind of brownish or greenish, brownish greenish. But again, I love color. And for those of you watching on YouTube, this is orange lentil. It's similar to couscous, has iron, protein, high in fiber, magnesium. It's just another great source of plant-based protein is your lentil. So, and this is orange lentil that I am showing. And then here is another lentil. This is kind of brownish. This is usually what lentil looks like. You can use it to make lentil soup. You know, you toss in your potatoes and your carrots and your celery and just season it up. And lentil soup, you guys, great source of plant-based protein. One of my all-time favorites, you all, for plant-based protein is quinoa, you all. I love me some quinoa. You cook it just the same way you cook rice. Another great source of iron, another great source of plant-based protein. You even get some healthy fats from your quinoa. Here I have about a cup of cooked quinoa, and this is kind of tricolor. It's brownish, blackish, I don't know, grayish. And it just gives my food just a little bit of color. It's not just your one gray quinoa. Again, I love color on my plate, but another great source of plant-based protein. If you know how to cook rice, you know how to cook quinoa. Typically is 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water. Let it cook for about maybe 10 minutes or so. Turn the stove really low and then just kind of cover it and let it do its thing, you all. Great source of plant-based protein is your quinoa. Iron, you get some fat, you get the healthy carbohydrates, you get fiber. Great source. We're going down the list, you guys. My all-time favorite, no, here's my all-time favorite, garbanzo beans. Great source of plant-based protein, you all. Garbanzo beans is also has potassium. Great source. It's not a great source, but it has iron. But if you're looking for a recipe, I love me some curry chickpeas. Garbanzo beans are the same as chickpeas. Looking for a recipe for curry chickpeas, hop on over to my blog at barrett.fitness, hit on recipes, and I have garbanzo beans right here. You put a little bit of coconut milk in it. That's plant-based fat, and you have your all your macronutrients, your protein, your carbs, and your fat. So here we go, you guys. Garbanzo beans. This is not the greatest out of the can. I work so much, have very little time. It's best to, have it dried and cook it maybe in a slow cooker or crock pot or something like that. But if you choose to buy it in the can, try to see if you can find low fiber, or just rinse it off with some water to get rid of some of that salt. Great source, your garbanzo beans. Another great source of protein, plant-based protein, you guys, black beans. Black beans is another great source of plant-based protein, and this is all stuff that came out of my pantry, stuff that I cook on a regular basis. It was maybe 4 days ago. I made my quinoa. I made about 4 cups of quinoa, and I just eat a little bit every day, and I may skip a day here or there, but I know I'm getting a little fat. I know I'm getting my carbohydrates. I know I'm getting my protein. And brown rice, you all. I have a little bit of brown rice here. Brown rice is another source of protein. It's not a great source of protein, but use brown rice instead of white rice. The only difference is take a little bit longer to cook. So if you meal prep and you have it for a few days, great source, or not great source. Let me stop saying great source, but it does have protein, brown rice. Now, next thing I have here, are my chia seeds, you guys. Chia seeds. Now, chia seeds are a great source of fat, great source of iron, great source of plant-based protein. I prefer my chia seeds, my pumpkin seeds, and my flaxseed. I have both. I have a little bit of flaxseed here, and I have a little bit of chia seeds right here. My pumpkin seeds are actually at work. That's where I use it in my smoothies. But great source of plant-based protein, of fat, low in calories, high in fiber. All the stuff that I mentioned here, you guys, are all plant-based protein, all low in calories, all high in fiber, all just great for your health. Now, for chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds and pumpkin seeds mainly, and flax seeds, I prefer them in my smoothie, because when you chop it up, the body absorbs it a little bit better when you blend it up. You can actually sprinkle it over your salads if you like, but I prefer to blend it up in my smoothie, and the body digests it just a little bit easier. Chia seeds, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, again, if you haven't already, hop on over to YouTube and subscribe, you guys, and you can see all these beautiful foods that I'm showing that are great source of protein. Another great source of protein, broccoli, you all. Broccoli has protein. Yes, most foods that we eat has protein, you guys, but broccoli does have, for 1 ounce, you're probably looking at maybe about 3 grams of protein. Brussels sprouts, probably another 3 grams of protein. They're great source in iron. You know, I talk about that color, you guys, rich green dense color where you're going to get your phytochemicals. If you don't believe it, go ahead, Google it. And broccoli, great source of your iron, a great source of your zinc. You can get from most of your green leafy vegetables, you all. So one last food that I will pull out that I have in my pantry, you all, and everybody know it. I've been talking about this for the last week, you all. My moringa. Moringa is a great source of plant-based protein, great source of the antioxidant, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, calcium, iron, protein. You guys, all this stuff I pulled out of my pantry, foods that I cook on a daily basis. That's a great source of protein. Even your oatmeal, you guys. I buy mine in bulk from the farmer's market, and I eat oatmeal on a daily basis, you all. Just raw oats. You know, I put some moringa in it the other day. I have that video on YouTube as well. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check that out. How I use my oatmeal, my moringa with my oatmeal. Very simple. And then I put a little bit of ground cinnamon, of ground nutmeg, and of vanilla. In less than 10 minutes, I had breakfast that's high in fiber, low in calories, high in protein, high in iron. It's just a healthy option for you guys. If you're looking to lower your blood pressure, lower your blood sugar, lower your cholesterol, you want beautiful skin, you guys, you want beautiful hair. As you can see, my hair is nice and thick, you guys, and my hair is probably it's probably twice the size of what it looks right now. It's just curled up right now. But you know, you guys, you can get protein from your plant-based foods. And I will leave you with this. I am not trying to tell anyone to become a vegan or, you know, eat only plant-based or become, you know, a pescatarian. But just try to cut out a little bit of the meat. And maybe you did not know, you know, maybe you did not know that you can get, you know, protein from your couscous and your lentils and your quinoas and your broccolis and your brown rice, and your oatmeal and your flaxseed and your chia seeds and your pumpkin seeds. But you can, you guys. These are all great sources of plant-based protein. So thank you guys once again for tuning into my channel. I greatly appreciate it, you guys. Again, I'm recording from my kitchen because I wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys, you know, it's sometimes easier when you can visualize it. You know, you can see like, oh, that's what couscous look like. You know, oh, that's what lentil look like. Oh, I don't have to buy the brown lentil, you know, or the brown quinoa. You know, I can actually get it a little reddish or pinkish or, you know, whatever. But so thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to those of you who subscribe to my podcast. Again, it's available on Apple Podcasts, on Android, on Spotify, on my blog at barrett.fitness. And I've started to record these for YouTube as well. So hop on over to YouTube, you guys. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. I'm at 485, I think. So I need 15 more to get to 500, and hopefully you guys will be able to help me get to 500 before the end of July. So again, you all, thank you so much. I am Peter Gay Barrett with Barrett Fitness Enterprises. And until next time, get your ass up and move to your own pantry, because you probably have some of this stuff in your kitchen that you're like, why did I buy this again? And not know that they're great sources of plant-based protein, you all. So until next time, you guys, get your ass up and move, y'all.